The unexpected inheritance. Jack Harrison's life changed forever on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. The 28-year-old software engineer from Seattle was debugging a particularly stubborn piece of code when his computer screen suddenly went black. Before he could react, a stream of alien symbols cascaded across the monitor, coalescing into a message in English. Jack Harrison of Earth, I am Zix Karat of Nexus Prime. If you are receiving this message, I have passed into the great beyond. You are my heir. Prepare for your journey to the stars. Jack blinked, his mind reeling. He pinched himself, certain he had fallen asleep at his desk again. But the message remained, pulsing gently on the screen. As he stared in disbelief, his phone buzzed. An unknown number flashed on the screen, and when he answered, a melodious alien voice spoke. Greetings, Jack Harrison. I am Lyra, first emissary of Nexus Prime. Your presence is required immediately. A transport will arrive at these coordinates in precisely 47 Earth hours. Pack lightly, your new life awaits. The line went dead, leaving Jack in stunned silence. He had always believed in the possibility of alien life, but this was beyond his wildest dreams or his strangest nightmares. The next 2 days passed in a blur. Jack quit his job, much to the bewilderment of his boss, and said hasty goodbyes to his friends and family. He couldn't explain where he was going or why. They would have thought him insane. As the appointed hour approached, Jack stood in an empty field outside the city, a small backpack his only luggage. Right on schedule, the night sky lit up with a brilliant blue light. A sleek, silver craft descended silently, hovering just above the ground. A door slid open, revealing a tall, willowy figure with iridescent skin and large, almond-shaped eyes. Welcome, Jack Harrison, Lyra said, her voice even more mesmerizing in person. Are you prepared for your journey? Jack took a deep breath, his heart pounding. As ready as I'll ever be, he replied, stepping into the unknown. The journey to Nexus Prime was a crash course in the wonders of the universe. Jack learned that his mysterious benefactor, Zix Karat, had been a renowned scientist and entrepreneur, one of the wealthiest beings in the galaxy. Why Zix Karat had chosen Jack as his heir remained a mystery. As they approached Nexus Prime, Jack gasped. The planet was a swirling marble of blues, greens, and purples, orbited by 3 moons of varying sizes. The alien city that greeted them as they descended was a marvel of crystalline spires and floating gardens, technology beyond Jack's wildest imagination. Lyra led Jack to a towering structure that seemed to defy gravity. Was Zix Karat's primary residence, she explained, and now it belongs to you. As they entered the building, 2 more aliens approached. Like Lyra, they were breathtakingly beautiful, but each in a unique way. One had skin that shimmered like the night sky, dotted with what looked like stars. The other had a subtle glow emanating from beneath her skin, pulsing gently like a heartbeat. Jack Harrison, Lyra said, may I present Asura and Neela. They were Zix Karat's wives, and now, according to our customs, they are your wives as well. Jack's jaw dropped. What? Wives? But on Earth we don't. Asura, the one with star-like skin, stepped forward. We understand this must be overwhelming for you, Jack, but please know that we are here to help you navigate your new life and responsibilities. Neela nodded, her skin pulsing a soothing blue. Zix Karat chose you for a reason. We may not understand it yet, but we trust in his wisdom. Before Jack could formulate a response, a holographic image flickered to life in the center of the room. It was an alien that Jack assumed must be Zix Karat. The being's eyes were kind, filled with an intelligence that seemed to pierce through time and space. Jack Harrison, the hologram spoke, its voice deep and resonant. If you are seeing this, then I am no more. You must have many questions. Why you? Why this inheritance? The answers will come in time. But know this, you have been chosen for a great purpose. The wealth, the knowledge, the technology I leave to you, They are tools. Use them wisely, for the fate of not just Nexus Prime, but Earth as well, may depend on your actions. The hologram flickered and disappeared, leaving Jack with more questions than answers. He turned to his 3 alien wives, his mind struggling to process everything. "I don't understand," he said. "What does he mean, the fate of Earth? And what am I supposed to do with all of this?" Lyra placed a comforting hand on his shoulder, sending a tingling sensation through his body. "For now, rest. Tomorrow your training begins. You have much to learn about our world, our technology, and your new role in the galaxy." As Jack was led to his new quarters, a suite larger than his entire apartment back on Earth, he couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. He had inherited wealth beyond imagination, knowledge that could revolutionize human understanding of the universe, and 3 alien wives whose beauty defied description. But with all of this came a responsibility he couldn't yet fathom. Looking out over the alien cityscape, watching ships zip between the crystalline towers, and marveling at the strange constellations in the night sky, Jack Harrison realized that his ordinary life was over. A new adventure was just beginning, one that would challenge everything he thought he knew about himself, his species, and his place in the universe. As he drifted off to sleep in a bed that seemed to mold itself to his body, Jack's last thoughts were of Earth, so far away now. Whatever challenges lay ahead, whatever purpose 6 Carat had chosen him for, he vowed to face it with courage and determination. After all, he wasn't just Jack Harrison anymore. He was now the bridge between 2 worlds, and the fate of both might rest in his hands. Awakening the cosmic mind. As the twin suns of Nexus Prime rose, painting the alien sky in hues of lavender and gold, Jack Harrison awoke to a reality he was still struggling to comprehend. The events of the previous day felt like a dream, but the soft humming of alien technology and the faint scent of exotic flora wafting through his quarters confirmed the extraordinary truth of his situation. A gentle chime echoed through the room, and a holographic display materialized before him. Azura's shimmering form appeared, her star-like skin twinkling in the morning light. "Good morning, Jack," she said, her voice melodious. "I hope you rested well. Your orientation begins in 1 standard hour. Lyra and Nilo will meet you in the celestial chamber." As the hologram faded, Jack took a deep breath, steeling himself for the day ahead. He dressed in the clothing provided, a sleek, form-fitting suit that seemed to adjust to his body temperature and movements. The celestial chamber turned out to be a vast, spherical room at the heart of 6 Carat's, now his estate. As Jack entered, he gasped in awe. The walls were alive with swirling galaxies and pulsing nebulae, creating the illusion that he was floating in the depths of space. Lyra and Neela stood at the center of the chamber, their forms silhouetted against a backdrop of cosmic wonder. As Jack approached, Lyra spoke, her voice resonating with purpose. "Jack Harrison of Earth, today you begin your journey as the Nexus heir. The mantle you have inherited is more than mere wealth or status. You are now the custodian of cosmic harmony, the bridge between worlds, and the guardian of a power beyond imagination." Neela stepped forward, her bioluminescent skin pulsing with excitement. 6 Carat was more than a scientist or entrepreneur. He was a cosmic architect, one of the rare beings capable of manipulating the very fabric of reality. "And you, Jack, have been chosen as his successor." Jack's mind reeled. "Manipulating reality? But I'm just a software engineer from Seattle. I can barely manipulate my coffee maker on a good day." Lyra smiled, a knowing glint in her eyes. 6 Carat saw something in you, Jack, a potential that even you are unaware of. Human beings possess a unique quality, an ability to adapt, to overcome, to imagine the impossible and make it real. This is why you were chosen. As if on cue, the swirling cosmos around them coalesced into a single point of light at the center of the chamber. From this point, a strange object emerged, a crystalline dodecahedron that pulsed with an inner light. "This is the Cosmic Codex," Neela explained. "It contains the accumulated knowledge of 1,000 civilizations, the secrets of reality itself. It is your inheritance and your key to awakening your latent abilities. Jack reached out tentatively, his fingers brushing the surface of the codex. The moment he made contact, a surge of energy coursed through his body. His vision blurred, and suddenly he was everywhere and nowhere at once. He saw the birth of stars, the dance of galaxies, the intricate web of quantum reality that underpinned existence itself. As quickly as it began, the vision faded. Jack stumbled, steadied by Lyra's gentle grip. What was that?" he gasped. "That, Jack Harrison, was your first glimpse of the cosmic mind." Azura's voice came from behind him. She had entered the chamber unnoticed, her starry skin blending perfectly with the celestial backdrop. The cosmic architects can perceive and interact with the fundamental forces of the universe, and now so can you. Over the next few hours, Jack received a crash course in his new abilities. He learned that the Cosmic Codex acted as both a repository of knowledge and a tool for focusing his newfound powers. With concentration, he could manipulate gravity, create force fields, and even open small portals across space. As Jack practiced, levitating objects and bending light around his fingers, a thought occurred to him. This is incredible, but why me? Why now? Zix mentioned that Earth might be in danger. What did he mean? The three alien wives exchanged glances, a silent communication passing between them. Finally, Lyra spoke, her voice grave. "There is a shadow looming over the galaxy, Jack. A threat that could unravel the very fabric of reality. We call them the Void Weavers, beings from beyond the boundaries of our universe, seeking to remake all of existence in their image." Neela continued. Zix discovered their existence and spent his life preparing for their arrival. The cosmic architects are the first line of defense against such cosmic horrors, but we are few, and the Void Weavers are many. Earth, your home, sits at a crucial juncture in space-time, Azura added. If the Void Weavers gain a foothold there, they could use it as a gateway to invade our entire reality. That's why Zix chose you, Jack. You are the bridge between our worlds, the key to uniting our forces against this threat. Jack's head spun with the weight of this revelation. Just days ago, his biggest concern had been meeting project deadlines. Now the fate of all existence rested on his shoulders. "But how am I supposed to fight these Void Weavers?" he asked, his voice trembling slightly. "I've only just learned I have these powers. I'm not ready for this kind of responsibility." Lyra placed a comforting hand on his shoulder, her touch sending a wave of calm through him. "You won't face this alone, Jack. We are here to guide you, to train you, and you have something the Void Weavers could never understand, the human spirit." As if to emphasize her point, the celestial chamber shifted once more. The cosmic display zoomed in on Earth, showing scenes of human triumph and perseverance. Explorers reaching new frontiers, scientists making breakthrough discoveries, ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of courage and kindness. "This is why you were chosen," Azura said softly. "Humans have an indomitable will, a capacity for growth and adaptation that is unmatched in the galaxy. With the power of the cosmic architects and the spirit of humanity combined, we have a chance against the Void Weavers." Jack stood silent for a long moment, watching the images of his home world. He thought of his family, his friends, all the people on Earth going about their lives, unaware of the cosmic danger looming on the horizon. A determination he had never felt before welled up inside him. "All right," he said, his voice steady and resolute. "I may not fully understand these powers yet, but I'm ready to learn. Whatever it takes to protect Earth and stop these Void Weavers, I'll do it." The three alien wives smiled, relief and pride evident in their expressions. "Then let your true training begin," Lyra declared. Over the next few weeks, Jack's life became a whirlwind of intense training and mind-bending revelations. He learned to harness the power of the Cosmic Codex, bending the laws of physics to his will. Under the guidance of Lyra, Neela, and Azura, he explored the vast archives of alien knowledge left behind by Zix. As his powers grew, so did his understanding of the universe and his place in it. He discovered that the role of cosmic architect was more than just a title. It was a sacred duty to maintain the balance of reality itself. But even as Jack reveled in his newfound abilities and the wonders of Nexus Prime, a sense of urgency underscored everything. The threat of the Void Weavers loomed large, and Earth remained vulnerable. One evening, as Jack stood on a balcony overlooking the glittering expanse of the alien city, Asura joined him. Her starry skin reflected the light of Nexus Prime's moons, creating a dazzling display. "You've come so far in such a short time," she said, her voice filled with admiration. "But I sense your thoughts are troubled." Jack nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "I can't help but think of Earth. Every moment I spend here, learning and training, is a moment the Void Weavers could be preparing their attack. Shouldn't we be doing something more proactive?" Asura's expression grew serious. "Your instincts serve you well, Jack Harrison. The time for action is indeed drawing near. Tomorrow, we begin the next phase of your journey. You will learn to navigate the stars, to harness the power of Nexus Prime's advanced technology. And soon, very soon, you will return to Earth, not as the man who left, but as its protector, its cosmic architect." As the alien suns set on another day on Nexus Prime, Jack felt a mix of anticipation and trepidation. His old life seemed like a distant memory now, replaced by the weight of cosmic responsibility and the thrill of untapped potential. Whatever challenges lay ahead, whatever horrors the Void Weavers might unleash, Jack Harrison was determined to face them. For Earth, for Nexus Prime, for the very fabric of reality itself, he would become the hero both worlds needed. Little did he know, his resolve would be tested sooner than he could have imagined, as the first tendrils of the void began to reach across the cosmos, threatening to unravel everything he held dear. Quantum Crucible. The crystalline spires of Nexus Prime glowed with an ethereal light as Jack Harrison stood before the cosmic amplifier, a towering structure that looked like a cross between a particle accelerator and an ancient temple. His alien wives, Lyra, Neela, and Asura, stood nearby, their expressions a mix of anticipation and concern. "Are you ready, Jack?" Lyra asked, her melodious voice tinged with gravity. "This trial will push you to your limits and beyond. It's the final step in awakening your full potential as a cosmic architect." Jack took a deep breath, steadying his nerves. In the months since he'd arrived on Nexus Prime, he'd learned to manipulate gravity, bend light, and even create small wormholes. But this was something else entirely. "I'm ready," he said, his voice firm despite the butterflies in his stomach. "Whatever it takes to stop the Void Weavers and protect Earth." Asura stepped forward, her star-like skin twinkling with increased intensity. "Remember, Jack, the Quantum Crucible will challenge not just your newfound abilities, but the very core of who you are. Stay true to yourself, to your humanity. It's your greatest strength." With a nod to his wives, Jack stepped into the cosmic amplifier. The structure hummed to life, pulsing with energies beyond human comprehension. Reality itself seemed to warp around him, and suddenly, Jack was elsewhere. He found himself floating in a vast, empty space. No, not empty, filled with potential. Quantum possibilities swirled around him like motes of dust in a sunbeam. Each speck a universe unto itself, waiting to be born or extinguished by the merest thought. A voice, both everywhere and nowhere, spoke to him. "Jack Harrison of Earth, heir of Zixkarat, welcome to the Quantum Crucible. Here, you will face 3 trials. Succeed, and you will emerge as a true cosmic architect. Fail, and the multiverse itself may unravel." The first trial materialized around him. Jack found himself on a planet being torn apart by gravitational forces. Millions of alien lives hung in the balance. He had seconds to act. Drawing on his training, Jack reached out with his mind, feeling the gravitational fields surrounding the planet. With a Herculean effort, he began to weave them together, creating a stabilizing net around the dying world. Sweat beaded on his brow as he fought against cosmic forces, his human determination clashing with the indifferent cruelty of physics. Just when it seemed the planet would break apart, the gravitational fields snapped into place. The world stabilized, its inhabitants saved from annihilation. Jack barely had time to catch his breath before the scene dissolved, replaced by the next challenge. This time, he stood before two versions of Earth, one peaceful and prosperous, the other ravaged by war and environmental collapse. Choose, the voice commanded. One Earth will thrive, the other will perish. Such is the responsibility of a cosmic architect. Jack's mind reeled. How could he condemn an entire world to destruction? Then, a spark of human ingenuity flared within him. Instead of choosing, he reached out with his powers, attempting something he'd never tried before. He began to merge the two Earths, weaving their realities together at the quantum level. It was like trying to solve a trillion Rubik's cubes simultaneously while juggling supernovas. Every fiber of Jack's being screamed with the effort. But slowly, impossibly, it began to work. The two Earths merged into one, a world that had faced hardship but emerged stronger, more united, more prepared for the challenges to come. As the merged Earth stabilized, the scene shifted once more. Jack found himself face to face with a being of pure darkness, a void weaver. Its very presence seemed to unravel the fabric of reality around it. "This is your final test, Jack Harrison," the voice intoned. "Defeat the Void Weaver, or watch as it consumes everything you love." The Void Weaver attacked, tendrils of non-existence lashing out at Jack. He dodged and weaved, calling upon every trick and technique he'd learned. But it wasn't enough. The creature was too strong, too alien in its thinking. Jack felt himself being overwhelmed. In that moment of desperation, Jack did something unexpected. Instead of fighting with his cosmic powers, he reached out with his mind, with his humanity. He opened himself up, sharing his experiences, his hopes, his fears, everything that made him human. The Void Weaver recoiled, confused by this flood of emotion and memory. It had never encountered anything like the complexity of human consciousness. In that moment of confusion, Jack struck, not with power, but with understanding. He offered the Void Weaver a choice: to continue its path of destruction, or to embrace the infinite possibilities of creation. To Jack's amazement, the Void Weaver hesitated. Then slowly it began to change. The darkness receded, replaced by swirling colors and pulsing life. It wasn't defeated, it was transformed. Reality snapped back into focus. Jack found himself back in the cosmic amplifier on Nexus Prime, his alien Ys rushing to his side. But he was changed. He could feel the power of the cosmos flowing through him, balanced by his human spirit. "You've done it, Jack," Lara said, her eyes shining with pride. "You've completed the Quantum Crucible. You are now a true cosmic architect." As the implications of his transformation sank in, alarms began to blare throughout the complex. Azura's skin pulsed with urgent patterns. "The Void Weavers," she gasped. "They've begun their assault on Earth." Jack straightened, a new resolve filling him. "Then it's time to put these powers to the test," he said, his voice resonating with newfound authority. "Prepare the ship. We're going home." As they rushed to the launch bay, Jack's mind raced with possibilities. He was no longer just Jack Harrison, software engineer from Seattle. He was a cosmic architect, protector of Earth, bridge between worlds. And he was ready to face whatever the universe had in store. Little did he know, the battle ahead would challenge not just his new powers, but the very nature of reality itself. The fate of Earth, of Nexus Prime, of the entire multiverse, hung in the balance. And at the center of it all stood Jack Harrison, human, hero, cosmic architect. Quantum entanglement apocalypse. The sleek, biomechanical ship, known as the Nexus Voyager, pierced through the quantum foam of space-time, carrying Jack Harrison and his alien Ys towards Earth. The vessel's neural interface pulsed with urgent data streams, painting a grim picture of the situation unfolding on Jack's home planet. The Void Weavers have initiated a quantum entanglement apocalypse, Lyra explained, her silver eyes reflecting the holographic displays surrounding them. They're using Earth's unique position in the cosmic web to unravel reality itself. Jack's mind raced, processing information at speeds that would have been impossible before his transformation in the Quantum Crucible. How long do we have? Neela's bioluminescent skin flickered with complex patterns as she interfaced with the ship's systems. At the current rate of decay, Earth's quantum cohesion will collapse in approximately 47 hours. When that happens, the planet becomes ground zero for a chain reaction that could destroy the entire universe. Asura finished, her star-like skin pulsing with nervous energy. As the Nexus Voyager dropped out of hyperspace, the sight that greeted them sent chills down Jack's spine. Earth, once a beautiful blue marble, now resembled a fractalized nightmare. Reality seemed to be folding in on itself, creating impossible geometries and mind-bending distortions. "My God," Jack whispered, "it's worse than we thought." Suddenly, the ship's alarms blared. A swarm of Void Weaver vessels emerged from the quantum foam, their non-Euclidean forms defying the laws of physics. "Evasive maneuvers," Jack commanded, his human instincts melding seamlessly with his cosmic awareness. The Nexus Voyager danced through the void, narrowly avoiding antimatter lances and probability torpedoes. As they fought their way towards Earth, Jack formulated a plan. "We need to reach the planetary core," he said, his voice resonating with newfound authority. "If we can stabilize the quantum fluctuations at the source, we might be able to reverse the entanglement apocalypse." "But the core is in a state of quantum flux," Lyra objected. "It's too unstable for even our technology to penetrate." Jack's eyes gleamed with determination. "Then we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Azura, can you create a zero-point energy bubble around the ship? Neela, I need you to modulate our quantum signature to match Earth's degrading frequency. Lyra, prepare the cosmic codex. We're going in hot." As they plunged towards the planet's surface, reality itself seemed to rebel against their presence. Time flowed backwards and forwards, gravity reversed itself, and the very atoms of the ship threatened to discorporate. Jack stood at the heart of the Nexus Voyager, the cosmic codex pulsing in his hands. He reached out with his newly awakened senses, feeling the fabric of space-time around him. With a thought, he began to weave a cocoon of stable reality around the ship, fighting against the cosmic forces threatening to tear them apart. They pierced through layers of molten rock and quantum instability, finally reaching the planet's core, but what they found there defied comprehension. At the heart of the Earth floated a massive, writhing entity, a Void Weaver Prime. Its tendrils of unreality reached out through time and space, orchestrating the quantum entanglement apocalypse. Jack Harrison, the being's voice reverberated through their minds, dripping with malevolence. "The wayward human who thinks he can play at being a cosmic architect. Your efforts are futile. This reality will be unmade, reshaped in the image of the void." Jack stood firm, the cosmic codex blazing with power in his hands. "I don't think so," he said, his voice steady. "This is my home, my reality, and I won't let you destroy it." With that, Jack unleashed the full extent of his newfound powers. He reached into the quantum fabric of reality itself, counteracting the Void Weaver's influence. It was like trying to rebuild a shattered mirror while caught in a hurricane. Each piece he put back in place threatened to splinter into a million more. The Void Weaver Prime lashed out, its attacks bending the laws of physics. Jack found himself fighting battles across multiple timelines simultaneously, each victory undone by a defeat in another quantum reality. "You can't win, human," the Void Weaver taunted. "I exist outside your limited conception of reality. I am entropy personified, the inevitable heat-death of the universe given form." But Jack had an ace up his sleeve, something the Void Weaver couldn't comprehend. As he fought, he opened his mind, broadcasting his experiences, his emotions, his very humanity across the quantum network. billions of human minds resonated with his call. In that moment, the collective consciousness of humanity became a weapon more powerful than any cosmic force. The hopes, dreams, fears, and love of an entire species crashed against the Void Weaver Prime like a tsunami of pure willpower. The entity reeled, overwhelmed by the complexity and depth of human emotion. In that moment of weakness, Jack struck. He used the cosmic codex to rewrite the quantum equations governing reality, sealing the breach the Void Weavers had created. With a scream that echoed across dimensions, the Void Weaver Prime imploded, taking its lesser brethren with it. The quantum instabilities plaguing Earth began to subside, reality reasserting itself. As the dust settled, Jack found himself floating in the now stable core of the planet, surrounded by the awestruck faces of his alien wives. "You did it, Jack," Lyra breathed, her voice filled with wonder. "You saved not just Earth, but the entire universe." Jack smiled, exhausted but triumphant. "We did it," he corrected. "I couldn't have done it without you, without humanity. We all played our part." As they made their way back to the surface, Jack knew that this was just the beginning. The threat of the Void Weavers might be neutralized for now, but there would be other challenges, other cosmic dangers to face. But he was ready. Jack Harrison, the human cosmic architect, bridge between worlds, protector of reality itself. With his alien wives by his side and the power of human spirit backing him up, there was nothing they couldn't face. As the Nexus Voyager breached the planet's surface, emerging into a bright new dawn, Jack looked out over his home world with new eyes. The future was uncertain, filled with both danger and promise. But one thing was clear: humanity's journey among the stars had only just begun. The multiversal nexus. The dawn of a new era broke over Earth as Jack Harrison, now hailed as humanity's cosmic architect, stood atop the rebuilt United Nations headquarters in New York. The skyline behind him was a breathtaking fusion of human ingenuity and alien technology, a testament to the unprecedented cooperation between Earth and Nexus Prime. "My fellow citizens of Earth and honored guests from across the cosmos," Jack began, his voice carrying an authority that resonated through the quantum fabric of reality itself. "Today, we stand at the threshold of a new chapter in the story of existence." The assembled crowd, a mix of humans and various alien species, listened in rapt attention. Among them, Lyra, Neela, and Atsura beamed with pride at their husband's transformative journey. The defeat of the Void Weavers was not an end, but a beginning, Jack continued. "It has opened our eyes to the vast multiverse that exists beyond our wildest dreams, and with this knowledge comes great responsibility." As if on cue, a shimmering portal materialized behind Jack, offering a window into the swirling cosmic tapestry of alternate realities. "Behold the multiversal nexus," Jack announced, gesturing to the awe-inspiring sight. "A cosmic crossroads where the infinite timelines of reality converge. Earth, thanks to its unique position in the quantum web, has become its anchor point." Gasps of wonder rippled through the crowd as glimpses of alternate Earths, alien worlds, and realities beyond comprehension flickered through the portal. "But this gift comes with a price," Jack's tone grew serious. "The multiversal nexus has made our world a target for forces beyond our current understanding. The Void Weavers were just the beginning." Murmurs of concern swept through the assembly, but Jack raised a hand, his expression resolute. "Fear not, for we do not face these challenges alone. The alliance between Earth and Nexus Prime is stronger than ever, and more galactic civilizations join our cause each day. Together, we will forge a path to a brighter future for all sentient beings across the multiverse." As Jack spoke, holographic displays sprang to life around him, showcasing the incredible advancements born from the fusion of human creativity and alien technology. Quantum harmonizers, massive structures that stabilized reality fluctuations, preventing incursions from hostile dimensions. Cosmic ThoughtNet, a galaxy-spanning network that allowed instantaneous communication and knowledge sharing across vast distances. multiversal embassies, diplomatic outposts established in alternate realities, fostering peace and cooperation across the quantum divide. Entropy recyclers, revolutionary devices that harness the energy of dying universes, potentially solving the energy crisis for eons to come. But our greatest weapon, Jack emphasized, his gaze sweeping across the crowd, remains the indomitable human spirit. Our capacity for adaptation, our boundless creativity, our ability to find hope in the darkest of times, these are the qualities that will light our way through the challenges ahead. As if to underscore his point, a holographic display showcased humanity's rapid progression, cities expanding into the stratosphere and beneath the oceans, the first human colonies on Mars and Europa thriving, quantum computers unlocking the secrets of consciousness itself, artists creating works that transcended traditional dimensions, touching the very soul of the cosmos. We stand at a crossroads of cosmic significance. Jack's voice swelled with emotion. The choices we make now will echo across the multiverse for eons to come. Will we succumb to fear and isolationism, or will we embrace our destiny as citizens of a vast and wondrous cosmos? The crowd's energy was palpable, a mixture of excitement and determination filling the air. I propose the formation of the Multiversal Concordat, Jack declared, a union of worlds and realities dedicated to exploring the infinite possibilities of existence while safeguarding the fundamental fabric of the multiverse itself. As he spoke, representatives from dozens of alien races stepped forward, signaling their support. It was a moment of unity unprecedented in the history of any universe. The road ahead will not be easy, Jack cautioned. We will face threats beyond imagination, ethical dilemmas that challenge the very core of our beliefs, and wonders that defy comprehension. But I have faith in us, in humanity, in our allies, in the power of cooperation across the quantum divide. Jack's gaze turned to his alien wives, drawing strength from their unwavering support. My own journey has taught me that love, understanding, and the willingness to embrace the unknown are the greatest forces in any universe. Together, there is nothing we cannot achieve. As Jack's speech concluded, the multiversal nexus behind him pulsed with energy, as if the very cosmos was applauding. The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices carrying not just across the planet, but across dimensions. In that moment, Jack Harrison, once a simple software engineer from Seattle, felt the weight of infinite realities on his shoulders. But he also felt the strength of countless beings standing with him, ready to face whatever the multiverse had in store. As he stepped down from the podium, embracing Lyra, Neela, and Asura, Jack knew that this was just the beginning of humanity's greatest adventure. The Multiversal Concordat would face challenges beyond imagination, but with courage, compassion, and cosmic wisdom, they would forge a future brighter than any single universe could dream. The age of isolation was over. The era of multiversal unity had begun, and at its heart stood Jack Harrison, human, hero, cosmic architect, and now guardian of realities beyond count. The next chapter in the cosmic saga was about to unfold, and its first words were written in the stars themselves. Humanity, fuck yeah.